everybody. Welcome back to the Supernatural Corner podcast, where every Sunday we talk about supernatural crazy things. I don't know how crazy it really is, but welcome back. You're here with your host, Serena, and my co-host, the RCL Man.
What's going on?
And today...
I'm so enthusiastic.
And today we'll be talking about...
What are we talking about? Why with the drumming?
That's my thing.
Okay, all right.
Today we're going to be talking about the Waverly Hills Sanitarium.
Okay.
All right.
Is this place still in existence?
It is.
Okay. But it's abandoned, right? This is an abandoned
building.
building.
Somebody owns it, and you can actually take tours.
Okay.
Yeah, historical tours.
So this is ghost stuff, right?
This is.
Okay, all right.
Okay.
All right.
Ready?
Waverly Hills Sanatorium.
Don't you read it.
I mean, it's right. Okay. All right. I'm not reading it.
Yeah.
I'm looking at your beautiful faces. Hello.
Okay. So let's get to it. So the Waverly Hills Sanatorium is in Louisville, Kentucky. And it first started all as a daughter wanted her father, an older daughter, wanted her father to build a school for her so she could teach children.
Okay.
And so he built it for her and named it after her favorite author, which was Waverly.
Okay.
This was built, and then later on, tuberculosis happened.
Okay.
And when tuberculosis came, he then built a hospital on the same, what do you call it?
Grounds.
Like the same area, the same grounds.
Same campus or whatever.
Yeah, the same campus. So when they built the tuberculosis hospital on it, they built it on top of a hill purposely for airflow.
Okay.
So they said that they believed before there was a cure that plenty of rest and fresh air would help cure the tuberculosis.
Okay.
They also did electric shock treatment for tuberculosis to the brain as well.
How does that make sense? I guess they didn't know.
But that was just part of the treatment. I don't even know if that would even help. But
I don't think it would. Like, it would make them die quicker, I think.
So it was the hospital was originally built in 1920. They actually added on to the hospital to expand it in 1926 until around 1961 there was actually a cure made, and then after the hospital was built it became a geriatric hospital in the 80s until the 80s.
All right.
So that's kind of the history on this hospital.
So started as a school, went to basically a place for tuberculosis victims. I guess that's the word. I don't know, whatever. And then after that, after that, it was just a hospital, and then
it was just a.
Do you know what geriatric means? No. Okay, all right. I'll put it up there.
Okay. All right. So we're gonna go ahead and start talking off about the Waverly Hills Sanatorium.
So what's so special?
And what makes it one of the most haunted places in America.
Okay, you should have opened with that.
So, well, that's what we're opening with right now.
All right.
So we're gonna start off by talking about the tunnels.
Okay.
It's also a body chute. So
where they would put dead bodies?
Okay, so the hospital
had a morgue.
Had a morgue because there was a debate about this for historians. Historians don't know how many people died there. They're saying anywhere from 65,000, 63,000,
Good Lord.
11,000,
That's a lot of people.
or 8,000.
That's a lot of people.
But either way, it was so many people died that they didn't want their patients seeing it. So they built an in-morgue and a tunnel chute for the bodies to go in, and then they would go into the tunnels at night and drag the bodies to the other side to hide how many bodies were coming and going.
That must have been a lot of you know what you were talking about earlier, tuberculosis, trying to cure it with electroshock. Yeah, you're going to have a lot of dead people.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, they also try to cure it with, fresh air and et cetera. They tried the best that they could.
A lot of dead people.
There was people who were cured with the fresh air, and then if they weren't, they moved them to the other side, which they would use the tunnel.
Okay.
So, we're going to talk a little bit about the tunnel real quick. So, the tunnel is supposedly one of the first main haunted areas that you would see when you go into the actual tuberculosis hospital.
Okay.
That's where they kind of want to start out at floor level, and then we'll go up floors. But so this one is the first one you kind of see, and this is a creepy EVP to me.
Okay.
So we're gonna kind of listen to this EVP that they caught in the tunnel, and you tell me what you think.
Okay.
Is anyone here? Bad news. Do you know where we are? What did it say? Good night. How many of you are here in this tunnel?
Did you just repeat?
I don't know what it's doing. It just sounds weird.
Do you have anything else that you would like to say that is nice and not negative?
Did you hear that?
It just sounds like it doesn't sound like anything to me. Well, if you take away the subtitles, I can't interpret what it's saying.
Oh, I definitely heard "bite me, bitch."
Like it's
Can you all
talking
see
right
the
now, but I have
light?
no idea what it's
Yeah,
saying.
but I can't understand what it's saying either. I think
And even when the subtitles are coming up, I don't hear anything.
I know. Awesome.
Hello? Hello? Who's over there?
okay. This is where she stops it. We're gonna pause for real right now. Pause. I want you to actually hear him say this. Okay? I turned it up specifically so you could hear it.
Do you have anything else that you would like to say that is nice
Listen.
and not negative?
Did you hear that?
I mean, I heard
So
it,
what
but
it is, it's literally a box. You know what those
yeah, it's a
boxes
spirit
are.
box or whatever.
It's a spirit
But
box, but it's trying to channel the words that it's saying. So of course you're not going to understand every bit of it.
I mean,
but they're pointing out the large words that you can.
there's something happening to me. What I'm seeing, something is happening there. Something may be responding, but I mean, I can't interpret what it's saying other than what they put the subtitles on.
Well, I mean, I can see where you can't hear it.
Like I just can't. Like, I hear gibberish.
I definitely heard the cussing.
Well, no, like I can hear words, but I don't know what the words are because it's so garbled. You know what I mean?
Well, it's kind of a spirit. So
Well, yeah, but then also it's like again, you know, they could be literally just in a dark tunnel somewhere, you know. But then again, like last time, this isn't a super popular ghost channel.
Right.
You know what I mean? So why would they make a fake video?
Exactly, and that's the way I feel. But anyway, so that's in the tunnel, and that there's a bunch of ghost videos on this tunnel. Even Ghost Adventures went there and recorded at this place. BuzzFeed did it as well. So this is definitely something you could check out after the video and go ahead and look at the tunnels.
Okay.
So the next thing that we're actually going to talk about is one of my favorites. His name is Timmy.
Okay.
So, and Timmy is on the 3rd floor. Timmy is a child who passed away because at this tuberculosis hospital, there wasn't just adults. They had a whole place for just children. So Timmy died, And Timmy's known to love candy, but his favorite is he loves to play with balls.
Okay.
So if you bring a ball in there and ask him to push it, he will. And so we're going to go ahead and watch a video of that.
All right.
So we're going to see how
go check
Timmy
it out.
responds. So I actually got 2 videos with Timmy playing. So we're going to check both of them out.
Okay.
We have Timmy actually, well, they think Timmy's talking. So one of them is Timmy talking. And then the other one is actually him pushing the ball.
Okay.
Gosh.
Did you hear it?
I mean, I hear.
Okay, listen.
No, I heard that one.
So I definitely think that could be him. That is the only video footage we have of somebody recording Timmy anyway.
Okay.
But we all have several footages of Timmy playing with the ball.
Okay.
And so that's what we're going to look at next. Why is it going so bad?
Is that you, Timmy? Are you playing with us?
We'll play. Kick the ball. Oh my God. You're pretty good at that.
I know it seems kind of windy.
Kick the ball for me,
There's a
Timmy.
child yelling in the back.
You sure that's not the cat outside?
Oh, no.
Wanna kick it back?
Yeah, it's
I feel like it's definitely moving. I don't think that's the wind.
I mean,
Now it seems like it's stuck.
Do you not think?
did they
look
just
how-
touch that, or
No,
was
they
that just
didn't
moved
touch
by
it.
itself? Okay.
They didn't touch it. You see her moving her foot. She's like, I'm literally not touching this. I don't think the wind is doing that.
Oh,
I had that completely stopped.
That
Okay.
was.
yeah.
Stop.
It was
Could be.
pushing on my
Could
feet,
be.
and I stepped back, and it went out and all the way around.
And then it came and went around me.
Yeah.
Weird.
That was some freaky stuff now.
So yeah, I definitely think that was the ball actually moving because there's several other footages of it. Of not just these people talking about this, but there's several footages of the ball being moved. People have blue ones and pink ones, and they'll take it in there on the tours, and they will actually play with Timmy. So Timmy's one of the ghosts there that haunt the place.
Okay. I don't know what to say about it. I don't know.
You don't think so?
I mean, it could be real. That thing, it looked like it moved, but it also kind of looked like they just tapped it with their foot and made it move. So I don't know. Or you could definitely hear wind in the background. Like, I mean, if that's a really flimsy rubber ball just filled with air, it's possible wind could move it.
I mean, yeah, I guess I could see that.
But either way,
the
but I
other
mean,
videos
you know-
that I've actually watched, and you guys can watch them too. Just Google them. But those videos, I definitely believe he's playing with the ball.
I mean, it's completely possible. You know,
like 100%.
well, if you believe ghosts are real, it's completely possible. You got to have that caveat.
All right, now we're going to talk about kind of a sad story. So stop reading it.
Okay.
So there was a homeless man and his dog that fell down the elevator shaft.
Okay.
After this place was abandoned.
Okay.
And he died. And the owner actually says that they think it was a murder and that he was pushed and that it wasn't actually
Really?
suicide or accidental. So they don't really know the conclusion of that. But they do say that you could hear the man screaming in the elevator and you could see his dog. The owner, before this owner, actually said on television that she saw a man standing there and then looked back and he disappeared. And then she saw a dog at the end of the corridor and she called him. And, you know, with just like a regular dog, was like, come here, come here. And then he just, like, dissipated. He was
That's
just gone.
weird.
So here we have the picture of the actual elevator shaft.
Okay.
And then the picture of the dog. So
That's the dog.
Yeah, you see the
all
head.
right. See, I thought that was some kind of
legs.
human creature.
But it's hiding like behind this
I
pole
see.
right there. But that's what they say that is his dog caught on
Okay.
camera. So I don't know. I think this really sad story, honestly.
Yeah.
And I would definitely haunt a place if somebody murdered me down an elevator shaft. You know how scary that is?
I mean, I guess I don't know. Like, I mean, it makes sense. Like, definitely with abandoned buildings and stuff, you know,
Yeah,
you have like
definitely
homeless
stuff
people in there.
happens.
And if it's a big place like that,
Yeah.
you know, it's definitely possible.
Understandable. So we're going to go ahead and move
So
on.
they did for sure find a dead body down there, right?
Yes.
Okay, so they did. They know that he did die there. They
Yes.
just don't know the circumstances.
Correct.
Okay, I got you.
Yeah. So they also claim to see shadow people there. Every one of these photos is actually the shadow people that they've caught. There's this gentleman here, which we talked about in our first episode, full body apparitions.
Yeah.
This is a full body apparition.
Wait,
right
but I
here.
thought shadow people were a different thing from ghosts.
They are. But
Okay.
I'm about to show you the shadow person down here.
All right, I'm just.
This is a full body apparition.
Okay.
And then as you can see down here in the corner, you probably can't see
No,
this.
I can't really see it on here.
But when you look right here, it will show a shadow person there.
Okay.
And then there's also one here as well, peeking around the corner. All right, and then we're going to go ahead and move on to they see faces in windows as well. And as you look here, you could definitely see a face in the window.
face in the
I find
window.
it freaky. I think it's a little weird. It looks like a woman to me.
Why ghosts always be looking out windows?
Well, probably sad because they're stuck in the place that they're stuck in.
Just get out. No,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Can't.
I don't
It
know.
don't work like that sometimes.
Apparently not. You're
So-
trapped. You're quarantined as a ghost.
So then we have another story.
Okay.
Okay, and this is called The Maintenance Man. His name
Okay.
is Ralph,
Okay.
and he's known, he passed away at the actual asylum, and he worked here for a very long time.
Okay.
And people say they can hear his keychains on his, pants. So they hear Ralph's keys. They hear doors opening and slamming, saying Ralph's trying to clean again.
Okay.
They'll see objects move, and they think that is Ralph.
Okay.
So here is a supposed picture of Ralph. You could debate it's either a shadow figure. Here's his head. Here's his arms. Here's his body.
Okay.
So I don't know if Ralph is really there, but that is definitely a shadow figure or
Okay.
either an apparition. I don't really know which one that one is because I can't see. It's kind of hiding.
Yeah.
So it might be Ralph, but we're also going to go ahead and listen to this EVP that is supposedly Ralph talking.
Okay.
By the way, Ralph can be aggressive as well.
All right.
Are you a patient here?
You're-
I'm here. You hear that, right? That's not one of our voices. No. Yes. Yeah, the idea is fucking classic. There's that gravel too. Yeah, that I hear is like really cool. Out of us here, who do you not like the most?
I don't hear everyone. I'm listening with my eyes closed so I can try and get it without being
I'll make a deal
influenced.
with you. I will leave, and everyone else here will leave if you show yourself to us right in front of us right now. You walk over and slam one of these doors. Can you do that?
Is that music coming from the video too?
Yes.
That's creepy.
So,
I heard, like I said, it's the same thing. The first one I heard. The
I'm here.
The everyone, maybe. That
I
last
definitely
one,
heard the F you.
I didn't hear that
I
one at
heard
all.
that. And when you edit, you will definitely hear that. But it is plain as day F you.
I don't know.
So,
I know this is nitpicky. This has nothing to do with it. But you're playing music when I'm trying to listen to the EVP. I feel like that's bad
I
thing because I'm like I'm trying to listen and you're playing music in the background. Which I don't know. Anyway, it's a different soft subject. Okay,
I get it.
I don't know that one. Although that one was very weak compared to the very first one.
Oh yeah,
You know what I mean?
definitely. Because they're in a tunnel though, and Ralph is not in the tunnel. Ralph is actually in the actual
They're in the upper
the
ones.
asylum.
The ones you showed me, the
Yeah,
upper ones.
in the place. So I definitely think that they're gonna pick up. They're gonna get up more background noise and everything.
Yeah.
But that is a YouTube video. So they are putting sound on their YouTube video. And that's just the way they edit, and I'm not going to get into that because that's not what this is
That's
about.
not what this is about. I'm just saying if I'm trying to listen.
We're going to go ahead and move on to our next one.
Okay.
And so in 1932, on the 5th floor, a nurse jumped off the building for
why?
suicide.
For why?
She was supposedly depressed that she had tuberculosis as well, and she couldn't stand seeing everybody else dying, and she knew what she was going to go through.
Okay.
Back then, it's called the famous cough and blood comes out in a cloth. Maybe you've seen that in movies and stuff.
Yeah.
So once she saw that,
She was like, I'm done.
She was like,
She just wanted to get
I
over
know
with.
what's going to happen next. Which leads me to my next favorite tale. It's very gruesome, but it's very...
But it's your favorite, apparently.
It's my favorite of this one. So, her name was Mary. Now, people are debating her last name.
Same nurse? This is the same nurse?
This is a different nurse.
This is a different nurse, okay.
Her name is Mary Hillenburge,
Okay.
or AKA Mary Lee.
Okay.
Now, there is several stories to this, and I'll tell you both of the main stories. They are the exact same story, but in a different form. So, Mary was pregnant.
Okay.
And, of course, she worked at the tuberculosis hospital, so it was assumed that she was pregnant by a doctor.
Uh-huh.
And back then, that would have been wedlock, and most people very looked down upon that. Here's where it gets gruesome. So Mary was found by staff hung, and the fetus was below her.
Like, just popped out?
So here's the thing. So first people believed that the doctor tried to perform an abortion and try to cover up her suicide by hanging her. Or try to cover up her death by hanging her.
Okay.
Okay. The other one is that she was so upset about the situation that she didn't want her or the child to live. So she cut herself open and
Good
hung
Lord.
herself. So it's very gruesome. But
Oh my
either way, the
gosh.
staff found her. Okay? And I feel really bad for her because for people to like criticize.
Like, she kind of, like, nowadays, that would just be, I mean, yeah, people would still look down on it or whatever, but
Right.
it wouldn't be like a kill yourself situation.
Right.
So,
So
like, that was a little
she
extreme.
did this in room 502.
Okay.
This is the most haunted, most active room in the whole entire sanatorium.
Okay.
Now there is a bunch of YouTube videos on this room.
Okay.
Okay. But I could not show these YouTube videos because they were like ghost hunters.
Oh, they're like
doing-
actual movies? or
Doing
video,
24 hours, staying the night there.
Gotcha.
They were
Okay.
like real, like actual shows.
like the shows, and we don't want to get copyrighted.
Yeah, so I didn't want to get kind of caught up in the middle of that. But
I'll see if I can find something.
it was definitely one of the most haunted places in there. They say people get scratched. They say people hear screams. They hear babies crying in that room. There was the woman that actually, the one who told the story about the dog, she said that she let a group of ghost hunters go in there and actually stay the night, and they couldn't even make it through the night because they had tents in the room, and the tents were being banged on all night. And they would go outside the tents and record it, and nothing was outside.
I don't like that. I don't like that.
And that could again be because the wind, because
could
the
be the
fifth
wind.
floor is on top.
Yeah.
On the very
And if the
tippy
windows
top.
are open.
Yeah. So, but literally people have gotten scratched. There is an episode of a ghost hunter who went on the floor and went to room 502, and sorry. And when he was trying to provoke her because there was nothing happening, and all of a sudden he felt a burning scratch on his back, and of course it was 3 claw marks.
Yeah. Well, 3's the bad one, though.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, would
So
you be
maybe
a-
it was more than.
I don't know. I mean, because you
Just
know,
a
when
baby
you cause a
or-
bad death, it brings negative energy, which could cause demonic activity.
I don't know.
You know, or it could be her.
I feel like, I don't know, looking at her, I feel like there's some sort of, like, she doesn't look like somebody from, she looks like a modern human. She looks like somebody I could see walking on the street.
What does that even mean, a modern human?
Like, she doesn't look like somebody, maybe it's just the way she's dressed or whatever. I don't know. She doesn't look.
I feel like she was a sweetheart nurse.
Yeah, she just doesn't
And
look
what
like somebody
happened was-
who's, like, from that time. Looks like somebody who was from this time.
Well, I mean,
But that could just be because we're all
You're
look
just
like
a weirdo.
we look like
You're
humans.
just
That's
weird.
why.
We're human.
Anyway.
so it's supposed to be the most haunted ones. Now, the Waverly Place does, or Waverly Hills Sanatorium does do tours. If you're actually interested in it, you can actually go to their website. You can set up a tour. You are not allowed to bring your camera or anything. I did read about that. But I'm sure if you speak to them and tell them you're ghost hunting, they have certain times that they can let you bring it in. You just have to read the rules that they have.
Weird. Okay.
But I think it's awesome, and I want to go there one day.
Maybe we'll go there one day in the
so-
daytime.
So we'll have to definitely go there at nighttime on the
No, in the
6-hour
daytime.
special tour.
In the daytime.
So we'll have to definitely check
If this
that out.
video gets, if
If it gets a lot of likes,
it gets a bajillion no, I don't know.
put a number on it.
Put a number on
Go
it.
ahead, Ryan.
1 million.
Oh, I didn't mean to say Ryan. Cut that out.
One
Go ahead,
million-
RCL, man.
1 million likes. If this video gets 1
Y'all, listen,
million,
please.
we will go
give
to
this
the
a
place,
million likes.
and
I really
will
want to go there.
go there for an hour at night.
It's a 6-hour tour at night.
All right, wait, hold on. We're on a tour.
Yes.
Oh, okay, then it's more okay. We're in a group of people. That's fine.
You, me, and the person.
It's a tour. That's fine. That's all right. It's a tour.
Anyway, that's it for today's episode. If you did like it, subscribe, comment down below what you thought about it. And if you do ever want to visit them, go ahead, and if you do, come back and let me know. But we're going to go ahead and let you go. We'll see you next Sunday. Out.
Bye, everybody.